What up, YouTube? This is Honest Opinions with Andrew and Tahim. This is our first inaugural show. All right, let's get right into it. So first, we're gonna start off with the whole AB situation. I mean, he a little bit disrespected JuJu.
Yeah, like he came crazy. Like, come on, you can't do that as an OG.
Yeah.
They even posted screenshots. Like, come on,
that's some girl stuff.
Shit.
Yeah. That's exactly what I say when I seen it. Like that's some straight female stuff. Yeah. Like, and then the thing is, it's like from 5 years ago at that. Like,
yeah, like come on, dudes in college.
Yeah,
come on.
And it's not like it was a bad email. DM though.
Yeah, it wasn't like he came crazy out of like on some hate shit. He asked for advice, like, and
he admitted that though in the interview. Like that's crazy. AB on some other stuff right now.
That was just some attention shit. Like,
yeah. I was on the side. I was on the side for a little bit, like the stuff with Big Ben and everything. Yeah. I was like, all right, Big Ben got an ego. Everybody talking about he got an ego. Yeah. But now you coming at JuJu. JuJu don't say nothing to nobody.
Hey, JuJu looked up to you.
Yeah. He mad, but to keep it real, everybody say he mad because he got the team MVP.
JuJu?
Yeah. Like, you thought he deserved it?
I mean, AB, look. He did fumble away the playoffs. He did fumble away the playoffs. Yeah, but you quit on the team, so you can't really be mad.
Yeah, you out there in the fur coat.
Yeah, it's not like on some Le'Veon Bell shit where they just didn't want to pay him the contract. Yeah. You just kind of like was on some hate and shit and quit.
Yeah, they said he didn't show up to practice all week, and then his agent called on Friday and said he ready to come back. How you call 2 days before the game and say, all right, I'm ready to play? Like, you just didn't want to practice.
That's like Gronk coming back week 5.
Yeah. It's like, that's some AI shit right there. Yeah. Talk about practice. That's what AB said.
He's a great talent, don't get me wrong. He's still at least top 5. Some people say he's still the best.
He ain't the best. Odell Beckham. He not only, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a little bit biased because he's my favorite player in the league, but he the best receiver in the league, not by far. Who you think the best is? Don't say Julio.
Yeah, you know what, Julio.
Don't say Julio.
He don't bring no drama to the. If I was on like a team wise,
yeah,
I don't know if Julio's still the best talent. But he just go out there and do his job type shit. I'd rather have him than AB.
He don't score no touchdowns. You can't score points with just yards. Julio scores no touchdowns.
That's true, but they do got a lot of weapons in Atlanta. They got a lot of weapons.
Oh, they got him.
He opened up the field for everybody.
They got him, Calvin Ridley, which Calvin Ridley just got there last year.
Sanu. They had Coleman and Freeman.
So you gonna say
they have Hooper?
Sanu is a good talent, deal.
He's a good B receiver.
He's a good C receiver.
Nah, he's a good B receiver. He's a good number 2. He's a good number 2.
He's a decent number 2.
He's a good number 2. If you had him as a number 2, you're not mad.
He does. Yeah, I'm not mad. Like don't get me wrong. He gonna
83 overall.
Yeah, Madden.
Like, he had 83 overall type nigga.
Oh, man.
Let's put it in Madden perspectives.
Like, the keep it real, Sanu is just like...
Every team not going to have 2 90s.
He don't do nothing good, though. That's the only thing. He don't do nothing good.
He's a reliable 4 for 70.
That's what you can say. Yeah, he's a reliable guy.
Yeah, 4 for 70. Every week you can count him.
Yeah, that's why. He's a reliable receiver. Like, he's not even better than Cole Beasley, keep it real. Like, Sanu ain't better.
Good.
He ain't better than Cole Beasley. Right. Cole Beasley had 100 catches last year.
Cole Beasley he's a good target. He's a good slot receiver, but he can't go outside. He's not no outside threat.
Nah, the man's 5'9".
Yeah, I mean, that's like saying, like, Cole Beasley's good, but
he ain't better. Sanu ain't better than Cole Beasley. He's not better than Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley was the best receiver on his team. Sanu has never been the best receiver on his team.
Yeah, but Cole Beasley, who's the receivers? Nah, Cooper better.
Yeah, now I'm talking about before. Like, who? Sanu, didn't he play for the Bengals at one point in time?
He was a number 2. Yeah, he's a number 2 guy. Like,
yeah, but they had AJ. Yeah, now you think about it, they had AJ Green.
He's a number, like, AJ Green. Like, how are you supposed to be a number 1 with them?
AJ Green's okay. AJ Green.
All right, AJ Green's top 8.
He
like top 8.
He top 5. He top 5 for me.
Yeah, I was playing it safe.
Who's I'm about to say who you? Let me try to think.
Top 5 receivers.
Yeah. Who you got?
You gotta have Julio, Odell.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that order. Julio, Odell, AB, Hopkins.
Yeah.
Then that 5th spot is up for grabs.
I got. I'm trying to think.
Hey, you gotta have Hopkins in there.
Yeah. Hopkins is my top.
He don't take a down off.
He's number 2. I think Odell's number 1 for me. Then it's Hopkins. Then it's Julio. Then is it? I'm trying to think. Is AB number 5? Is AB number 5? No. I mean number 4. I'm on number 4. Damn, my bad. Is AB number 4? Cause I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to look around the league all the number 1s. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
I know we forgetting. You gotta be forgetting about somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Somebody. Who's out there? I'm trying to think what other good receivers are out. Oh, Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's better than AB to me now. From San Diego. Keenan Allen's not nice to you? Keenan Allen's not top 5.
AB?
Yeah. Keenan Allen. Name another receiver on that team. Name another receiver.
He's good, but he's not AB.
You can't.
He's not AB. You bugging on that.
AB's had JuJu as a number 2. I'm trying to think who was the number 2 before JuJu got there. It was another good number 2 receiver he's had. Like he's not. And you got. But the only thing is about
Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh yeah, exactly. And he had Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders.
I think they had another one on the real that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I know I'm forgetting somebody. And they've always had like a reliable tight end at that. Don't get me wrong, AB is getting double teamed every play. But I just think, in my opinion, Keenan Allen is better than AB. But AB.
That's a fuck no. That's not just a no. That's a fuck no.
Keenan Allen's better than AB.
That's a fuck no.
Like you got.
It's Keenan Allen, but I don't know who I'll pick out of Keenan Allen and Mike Evans.
Keenan Allen? Mike Evans get hurt too much.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen only got hurt one time in his career, and he tore his ACL. All this year, he didn't get hurt at all.
There's some other receivers.
Mike Evans is AB 5th. Then I think Mike Evans is 6th. Then you start getting into
AJ Green.
Yeah.
No, I'll take AJ Green over Mike Evans.
Really? AJ Green's starting to get kind of old for me. That's the only reason why. Maybe in his younger days, he was better than Mike Evans. I'm trying to think who's on there.
Demarius Thomas. No, he's not.
Jordy.
T.Y. He's always consistent, but he's not.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say about T.Y. That's what puts him in the top 10 though.
Yeah,
his consistency.
Yeah.
He's always gonna give you over 1,000 yards. He's gonna get you 10 touchdowns. Like you know you're gonna get 8 to 10 touchdowns from him every season. That's what puts him in the top 10. But he does nothing really good. Like he's like honestly, he like a watered down AB. Keep it real. He did the same.
Michael Thomas
from
Saints.
Oh yeah.
I knew he was getting somebody.
Yeah, so
Adam Thielen.
Yeah, those guys are good. Actually, I think
you got Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
but I'm not taking them over the guys we need.
Ooh, yeah, Tyreek Hill is nice.
I'm not taking them over the guys we need.
I don't know. Tyreek Hill. After this season, I would take Tyreek Hill over AB. He's less of a headache. He runs good routes. You can't say he don't run good routes. And he's the fastest player in the league.
He's not better.
Yo, he's. I don't know. I would take him over AB. I'm sorry. I would take. If I was starting a team, I would take him over AB. Just the headache alone, I would take him over AB.
I can see where you're coming from, but no.
Yeah, I'm taking him over.
But no, AB is a.
It's another one of those times.
If I'm building a team for future, because he's younger leagues.
Yeah, but it's just like the whole Keenan Allen thing. Name another receiver besides Travis Kelce. He's a good tight end. He's the best tight end in the league to me. Besides Travis Kelce, name their other receiver.
Yeah.
Because Jeremy Maclin got dropped, and Tyreek Hill had a better season after Jeremy Maclin left. Like you can't like.
Who else was on their team?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like you can't name too many other receivers. Don't get me wrong. Patrick Mahomes is nice. He's better than Big Ben to me right now. Yeah, but he's a younger Big Ben, honestly. They have the same game. Big gunslinger. Patrick Mahomes,
he's more mobile.
Nah. Do you remember Big Ben in his prime?
Yeah, but he's more mobile.
But Big Ben's a little bit tougher than him.
Yeah, Big Ben is like the escapability.
Yeah. He's like Brett Favre.
More mobile.
Yeah. Big Ben is like Brett Favre mobile. Like how Brett Favre, he can move around.
Yeah, he'll get out some shit.
Yeah. Now I look back on it, bro. That bitch Brett Favre used to be out of get
out some good shit.
Yeah, he used to get out of some shit right there. Like you think you got it now. Until Brett Favre was on the ground, you cannot let go of it because he ain't stumbling down.
Yeah.
And then even that's the same thing with Big Ben. Cause you gotta think Big Ben's 6'5" and like 250. Like he's a big dude.
Big ass nigga.
Yeah, so you ain't arm tackling him.
Yeah.
Like he's one of them quarterbacks. You ain't arm tackling. Like Tom Brady, you might be able to arm tackle him.
Yeah.
That was
And Tom Brady, he ain't getting out no shit like it.
Nah. Once you got Tom Brady wrapped up, he's sacked.
Yeah, he's falling slow too.
Yeah.
He's falling slow.
Yeah. But the only thing with Tom Brady, you slam him too hard, you get the penalty.
You get fined.
Yeah.
You get fined. Like.
Yeah, like even with I'm trying to think. Even back to the receivers, I'm just trying to think. Like, yeah, AB's not better than Keenan Allen to me. Like, I just can't. Like, even like it's just like the headache alone. It's just like it's the same thing with T.O. Like AB is like the worse than T.O. I can't even say he's worse than T.O. Because T.O. was never a locker room problem. Like, don't get me wrong, he was a diva and everything else like that. He gave the coaches shit. Like,
yeah, AB is worse than T.O.
Yeah, like T.O. kept it in private. Like you heard it, like you never heard it like come from his mouth. But that man AB would say anything to anybody. And it's not like AB was like, oh, he was the number one talent in high school and college and everything else like that. That man, he was like
sixth round pick.
Exactly.
Central Michigan.
Exactly. Come on, man. Is he? Let me ask you this though: Is AB? Is he? Where is he going to rank all time for you? At the end of his career.
He is a legend.
He's not a legend. No, get out.
He is a legend.
Is he in your top 5 all time? Is he better? Is he? Matter of fact, we're young. So is he better? Is he the best receiver of our generation? Is like that's
what's our generation?
From about 2005-ish on. I would say.
No, Moss.
What? Yeah, but Randy Moss is like the end of his career was our generation though. You gotta think of that. Yeah. The best receiver of our generation.
But then his best season was 17-0. 16-0, excuse me. 16-0 Patriots. But that was just some goat shit. That's some shit that's like...
Yeah, it's Tom, the best receiver, the best quarterback.
And he had to catch over Revis. Like, come on, you will never forget that. Oh, my God. You will never forget that. He's the best...
Mind you, Darrell Reese is my favorite player of all time.
Yeah, he was locked down. Yeah. He was locked down.
The island was real. Like, when I played football in college and high school and stuff like that, everybody says they making an island. Revis started that.
Yeah.
Like... Don't even I can't even say Reed's my favorite player of all time. Dion is my favorite player of all time. Dion is I don't care what nobody say. Dion is one of is he top 5 all time of all positions or anything. You don't think so? You can who's name something name 5 give me 5. Give me 5. It's better than Dion. At Dion, he's number 1, he's the best corner of all time.
It's like quarterbacks, it's hard to do like shit like that.
Don't say no damn Marino now. That bitch don't got no ring. Anybody who don't got no ring, they're not in the
you gotta say a guy like Brady.
Yeah. Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. But
honestly, it's hard. It's hard ranking players positionless in football.
Yeah, I'm about to say because every position has its own
because you can make a list of all 5 quarterbacks.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Jerry Rice is top 1 or 2. Either way, no matter how you want to cut it.
Because
he leads in touchdowns. Overall in touchdowns, he owns the record.
Because you guys, if you say Montana, you gotta say. If you throw Montana there, I gotta say Aaron Rodgers too.
No, oh my God!
I think Aaron Rodgers.
No.
I think Aaron Rodgers is the best, skill wise.
Yeah, talent wise.
Yeah, talent. So what are we judging by? Career accomplishments?
Yeah, he's a cancer in the locker room. Even in the locker room, that's why T.O. isn't. T.O. is the.
But if you factor that in,
T.O. is the 4th best receiver of all time.
4th?
Yes. Just off of
Who's 3rd?
Calvin Johnson.
No.
What?
His career wasn't long. At peak, at peak.
What? Calvin Johnson? T.O.'s better than Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
No. Oh my.
At Calvin Johnson's peak, yeah, but
his peak was way higher.
Yeah. I agree with you that his peak, but career.
Yeah. That's only because
career. I'll probably take Larry Fitzgerald over Calvin Johnson.
No.
That bitch got like 20 drops his career.
But that's because Calvin Johnson only played 9 seasons. Calvin Johnson retired on purpose, so he didn't have the problems that other receivers played. Like, I take that as just being smart. But often his body of work, even though it was only a 9-year body of work, it's better than almost any receiver's body of work in that small frame. You can't tell me another receiver that had that much success in that little bit of time. Nobody. Like if he played like how many years T.O. was in the league? 13? About 14? Something like that. Like if he played like a whole 14, 15-year career, he would be the best receiver all time. He would be better than Jerry Rice to me, anybody. You gotta think the man.
But he started getting hurt. That Madden curse was real.
Yeah, he's 6'5". No, he had the best season of his career after being on Madden. Like 3 years after being on Madden. In like 2000.
What Madden was he on? Like 13?
Nah, it was like 11. No, yeah, it was like 11, I think. Cause who was on? Barry Sanders was on 25. It was after Barry Sanders. Who was? I don't remember. I think it was like 11 though.
13.
Oh yeah, well it was 13 then. Yeah. But yeah, he had his best season of his career. I think in like 14 or 15. I'm pretty sure. What was like? I'm 90% sure like he had the best season of his career. Yeah, how many seasons he played?
His best is 12.
12? Oh yeah, that's the year he had 2,000. But even after that, look, 1,000. Like
he still was
and he's not even going down on touchdowns. You gotta look at it. He's not going nowhere down on touchdowns. 8.
But that 1,000 yards, he only had 5.
Yeah, which one?
That's some Julio shit.
Yeah, up there. Oh, the 2,000 yard season.
5 touchdowns.
Yeah, he didn't catch a lot of touchdowns that year. I think who they had a tight end that year. They had a real good tight end. And plus, Matt, he never played with another good number 2 either.
Yeah, it was
like,
and their run game was always bullshit ever since Stafford got there. Their run game didn't to this day.
You'll never guess who was their last 1,000-yard rusher.
What was it, Reggie Bush?
Yes, Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush didn't even have a good NFL career.
Yeah, he was a bust.
Yeah, Reggie was a bust for how much expectations he had, because Reggie was my favorite player coming out of the what you call
USC.
Yeah, coming out of USC. He was my favorite player, even though I think Vince Young should have won that Heisman over him. Vince Young had a crazy season, but Reggie was my favorite player because everybody wanted to be like Reggie. Reggie was a bit elusive back, but
he was like probably like what Kamara is.
But
he was fast.
Yeah, he's faster than Alvin Kamara, and Alvin Kamara is a little bit more of a physical runner.
Yeah, he is.
Because Reggie didn't want to get hurt until Reggie went to Miami and he put on all that weight. Cause I think when he went to Miami, he was like 230. He was always had like crazy muscle, but he was 230 when he went to Miami, and then that's when he started taking on contact. But before that, Reggie just caught the ball out of the backfield, and it was only
an outside runner.
Yeah, it was him and Deuce McAllister. Like honestly, and Deuce McAllister was better than and Deuce McAllister is not a good running back, but he was better than Reggie.
Deuce was a good running back.
He was decent.
Good. He was good. That's the.
He wasn't a Hall of Fame running back.
Yeah, he was good.
He wasn't a Hall of Fame running back, but he was all right. Like he wasn't memorable. Like that's how he was. He wasn't.
You
memorable.
will forget that name if you ain't a fan or.
If you don't really know sports, you don't know who Deuce McAllister is.
Yeah,
that's like they're like, oh, they do play for the Eagles. Deuce Staley? That's the name, Deuce Staley? That's who they think he is. But yeah, but back to the receivers, like Calvin Johnson is the third best receiver of all time for me. I debate this all the time. Like, I don't think go back to his stats. Did he have a season under 1,000 yards? I don't think he had not one season under 1,000.
I think his first was.
Was it?
His first and his third. But his third, he was 16 yards away.
Yeah, which that's not even bad. I think his third. I think that's year he was hurt most of the season too.
He missed 2 games his third year.
Yeah.
And his first year, he only started 10 games.
Yeah. Oh wow, he only started 10 games his first year. But you gotta think he was a first round draft pick at Virginia Tech. Like I remember watching his game in college. he's like, mind you, Virginia Tech run the wishbone offense. So it's not like they passing the ball.
Yeah.
They doing a whole bunch of reverses and all that. They running the ball 90% of the time. But they throw this bitch. I remember watching the quarterback was ass. But he throw this bitch up to Calvin Johnson. This bitch catch it and just take off. Like, and they was talking about it in the whole game. But until I seen him play, like, best receiver. He's like, that's why I say, like, he's what's his measurables though? I know he's 6'5", but what is he like 2 what?
6'5", 237.
Exactly. What receiver you know is 230 and 6'5"?
He's still only 33.
Exactly. Exactly.
He could suit up if he wanted to, right?
He retired 3 years ago, right? So he retired at like 29 or 30. Like let's give or take. And he was a 6-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All Pro. Like, I can't tell nobody who has a better body of work. I mean, let's look at T.O. stats, like, cause that's who you're trying to say that he's in front of. He might be better than Randy Moss, honestly. He might be. I just can't. I can't take Calvin Johnson out of that discussion of being a top 3 receiver. I can't. Like, who? And even let's take them 4 out. Who would be your 5th? Nobody. They're in a class of their own.
Fitz probably.
Who? Fitz? Nah. Fitz is good. Fitz, don't get me wrong. Fitz is one of my favorite players of all time too. Quiet assassin.
He's one of them niggas.
Quiet assassin. But yeah, T.O. had too many inconsistent years for me. Like, don't get me wrong.
But he was behind Jerry Rice. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, but
then
he was behind Jerry Rice at the end of his career. They only played 2 years together, mind you. They only played 2 years, 96 and 97. Because 98, I think 98 was when Jerry went to the Raiders. So it's not like, so he can't use that as a crutch for too long. Like, honestly.
Yeah, then he had his first 1,000-yard season when he left.
Yeah. Then he went back down to 700. Like, let's not.
Yeah, he missed 2 games.
Yeah. Let's not act like T.O. was like. Then when he went, let's not forget Dallas now. Niggas forget Dallas. Dallas, he led the league in drops every year he was in Dallas. He led the league in drops.
So what would you take? Owens or Julio?
T.O.? Duh. I know T.O. gonna score me some touchdowns. Like, I know if T.O. catches a slant, he's going for a touchdown.
If he catch it.
Yeah, if he catch it. But I know once he catch it though, because you gotta think T.O. big like how Calvin was. But T.O. only like 6'1".
But look at Julio. Julio's stats.
Let's go to his touchdowns. 8, 10, 2. He only had 1 double-digit touchdown season. I'm not taking a receiver who can't get
2. All right, 2. He played 5 games.
Yeah, exactly. But 2 though, he only scored. And then Julio's injury prone. Let's see how many. He's missed at least 1 game every season. Oh, except for his second season. Oh, he played every game the last 2 seasons. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's one thing I didn't know.
People are a little exaggerating that injury prone shit.
Yeah.
Because if he injury prone, you gotta say Odell Beckham injury prone.
But Odell's different though. Like, not only the catch, Odell's gonna score you touchdowns every game. Odell, the thing,
well, the thing with Julio, he steps his game up in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Odell first playoff game, his only playoff game. Come on, 3 catches.
I mean, but you gotta think though.
27 yards.
Nine out of 10, you're doubling and triple teaming your receiver.
He had some drops. He just had some drops.
He had 2 drops, 2 big drops, 2 of them was touchdowns that he dropped. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Odell has had his moments, but Odell I'm 5'11". Odell's 5'11". He's 5'11", lightning fast.
Yeah.
Run great routes. They say he probably run the best routes in the league. It's between him and AB. Yeah, I was about to say between him and AB. But with AB though, even though you say he run good routes, he might not run the right route. Like, anybody who's not gonna run the right route, you're not even getting on the field for me. If I was a coach, honestly, there's no way I would have traded for AB. You're a good talent, but you're a cancer to my locker room. Because now the young guys look up to you. So now the young guys going to think, like, let's say, who's coming out? Like the receiver from Mississippi that's coming out. He's fast, he's big, and he's fast.
That big nigga
with
Metcalf?
Yeah. What is he, like 6'4"? And he run like 4.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's swole.
Yeah. Like, say he go to the Raiders. Now, him and AB, now he get a big head because he already good. So now he get a big head. He start thinking like AB. Now you got 2 niggas in the locker room doing dumb shit. Like that's a cancer. I don't want a cancer in my locker room.
I feel you on that.
Like AB, like I would have to like AB would be cut. I'm sorry. I would have never traded for him. Like how when they say, oh, they got cheap robbed for him with the 3rd round pick and everything else like that. To me, that was generous. That's generous to me, cause you're taking on a lot. Like John Gruden,
you gotta pay him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. You restructured his contract. Is he the highest paid receiver in the league now?
I know we gave Julio due.
Not Odell. No, Odell's still the highest paid receiver in the league. Odell the highest paid receiver in the league. AB got the most guaranteed money in the league, I think, though, because his whole contract, I think, is fully guaranteed. I think because even with that, like you got to give him more money. He's a cancer in the locker room. John Gruden is honestly the only coach I think that can put up with him. Because John Gruden ain't going to take that shit. Honestly, like John Gruden, as soon as you think you're going to talk about John Gruden, he's going to cuss you the fuck out. And he might try to fight you. Like, honestly, like, he one of them coaches.
Yeah. He do seem like a type.
He one of them type of coaches. Like,
I think there will be some mutual respect.
Yeah.
Too.
Like, that's why I can say, like, it's a different type of NFL now.
Yeah, and Tomlin, I think
he's a player's coach though.
He is a player's coach, but I think it might be time to move on from Tomlin. On the real.
You can't move on to a coach that. One thing I learned about the NFL, they're not going to move on from a coach that's won a ring. Yeah. Look at fucking what's the dude from Cincinnati? Oh my god, I can't think.
He never even won a playoff game.
Yes. Oh my god, he
must have had dirt on the
Marvin Lewis.
He must have had dirt on the owner because when's the last? You look up right now. When's the last time the Bengals won a playoff game?
Never. They haven't.
1991.
I was about to say I know Carson Palmer was the best team that they had was Carson Palmer.
1991.
Yeah,
I was born 99.
Yeah, I was born 95. Like that's a long time.
Come on, man.
That's like some Dallas Cowboys stuff right there.
Come on, man.
Yeah, like honestly, like
and for you to come on, your Ben should have been fired. He was there since he survived a rebuild.
Yeah,
and got to coach the new team.
Yeah,
and still ain't get a playoff.
Oh
and you
my God!
Come on, that's bad.
He should have been. Honestly, it's between him. They already got step one. Get rid of Marvin Lewis. But they need to get rid of freaking Andy Dalton, too. Andy Dalton is the most mediocre quarterback in the world. He's literally middle of the pack. Some games, he'll look like an all-pro. Then other games, he look like he should be playing in Buffalo. Like, what's that? Oh, man, Nathan Peterman. He look like Nathan Peterman. Like, some games, he look like he might be like Aaron Rodgers. Then he pulled a Peterman. That's what Shannon Sharp say when quarterback do bad. He go out there and pull a Peterman. Like, oh man, Nathan Peterman shouldn't even been in the league though. You seen him play before in Buffalo?
I seen the pics. I was about to say I seen the highlights, but
he don't got no. He got low lights. Yeah, low lights. Oh man, that's what people say now. You went out there and pulled a Peterman. Like Peterman should be in. I don't know. He should be in the Arena League or. What's that new league? Yeah, the AAF. Yeah, he should have been in the AAF. Yeah. Or they got another league called the Spring. It's called the Spring League. Yeah. He should have been playing in that. Yeah. It's only like 3 expedition games though. Like it's not like a whole league. But yeah, AB he couldn't be on my team. Like I couldn't put up with him. Like as a coach, as a GM. Like, you're just cancerous. Like, that's another, that's like T.O. I couldn't put up with T.O. because he's a cancer. Like, that's, like, guys who are cancer, I couldn't have you in my locker room. Because, like, it's like the coach, you don't got control of your own locker room. But, all right, let's move on from the football stuff. Let's get into the NBA now. Let's first talk about Magic Johnson quitting 2 hours before the game. The man just went on the podium and said he quits. Oh my God. That's like going to work one day and just not showing up for your job. Like you got 9 to 5, just not showing up the next day from work. Yeah, guys, I'm out of here. And then his reasoning, because he want to go back to having fun. Like that's some rich nigga shit at the end of the day. Only rich people can say that. I wish I got a good job. Don't get me wrong, I got a good job. But I wish I could quit my job and say, I want to go back to having fun, so I'm not coming in today. Like, I wish I could say something like that. Like, what do you think about Magic Johnson quitting, though?
I think it's good for the Lakers, honestly.
What?
I think it's good for the Lakers. If you look back, what good move has he made?
LeBron?
I mean, if you don't really know how big he was. They say he was a big part of getting LeBron, but look at the trades.
It's a fact. He was at LeBron's house at 12:01 on the night that free agency started.
But what if anybody that ran the Lakers would have done that? I mean, it helps it's Magic Johnson. But it's like, LeBron.
Was Rob Pelinka? Rob Pelinka wasn't there, and he's the GM.
Well, he should have been.
Rob Pelinka was there.
But the D'Angelo Russell trade.
Yeah.
No.
See, let's. You had to get rid of him. He's another one of them cancers in the locker room. Don't get me wrong. He don't re-energize his career over there in Brooklyn. But that stuff that he did in Nick Young, bro, Nick Young should beat his ass for that.
Yeah. True.
Like, that's some foul stuff.
That's true, but
he broke cool. At the end of the day, like let's get out. Let's step away from sports real fast. If somebody did that to me and my girl, like, he was engaged to Iggy Azalea. They called off their engagement and broke up with him.
That's fucked
like,
up.
I lost my fiance because you're recording me. Don't get me wrong. What Nick Young did, he was wrong for cheating on his girlfriend. But who is D'Angelo Russell to expose him? Yeah. Who are you to try to expose
That's true, but
me?
that's even with that, getting rid of him, it's not what they got rid of, it's what they got in return. They got Brook Lopez, and then they let Brook Lopez walk.
And Lonzo? You should get Lonzo? They was drafting Lonzo.
You didn't get Lonzo. You didn't get him out the deal.
You couldn't have Lonzo and...
No, I'm saying you could have traded him somewhere else, got something better.
Yeah, you could. I don't know. You probably... No, you can't. Nobody wanted that in that locker room. You got to think. It had just happened that year. That year had just happened.
Right, you could have got a better
Nobody
deal.
else wanted
it. Even with that, even if you couldn't get a better deal, you could have at least re-signed Brook Lopez. He's only making... What? I think they said like $3 million.
Yeah, he's almost making league minimum.
And then the Zubac trade, like, what was that for?
I don't fuck. That was one
that's
trade.
To be determined. I don't know what the fuck you was doing with that. You just gave, and he was balling at the time. You just here at your rivals at that. Here you go. Here's a starting.
Send him down the hall, basically.
Yeah, and then
well, the one thing about the Zubac trade that I can defend him on a little bit is the fact that Mike Muscala is a shooter. He's a stretch big. He's a shooter. Zubac is only a postman. But Mike, he's not even in rotation though. You didn't put Muscala in the rotation.
He's ass. He's not good. He was on the Sixers.
He
got traded for Tobias Harris. Yeah, Mike Tobias Harris. He was in that deal.
Yeah, he was.
So if one niggas that needed a stretch, the Sixers needed a stretch forward, whatever, the stretch big, because of Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
If they didn't see him fit, why would you trade for him again? That's just like
because Tobias Harris is way better.
No, I'm saying why would the Lakers be interested in that?
Yeah, I mean, I would have kept Zubac because you guys look like now, like without Zubac, the only centers that they had on the roster was old ass Tyson Chandler and JaVale McGee. His Shaq in the Fool ass. Like, JaVale McGee is good for a Shaq in the Fool movie at least once a game.
Yeah.
Like, and Tyson Chandler.
At least once a game.
Like, he's going to do some dope. You know.
You are the show.
Yeah.
You are. You should profit off of that.
You know for a fact he's going to do some dumb stuff. Bro, you ever seen when he was on the Nuggets? He tried to jump from the free throw line in the game.
Yeah, like, come on.
Like, oh my gosh. He tried, like, who does that? Like, this is not the dunk contest. And I don't even think that there was crucial points. But whether the points was needed or not, bro, what are you out there thinking? Who do you think you are? Like, oh man. Like, I'm trying to think. Even with, like, the Zubac trade was a terrible trade. And then, but I don't even think he was the reason that like really messed the Lakers up. I think it was the fragile egos of the young guys. Because at the end of the day, they got all butthurt about the Anthony Davis trade. Oh, you were going to trade us, so now everybody all low in self-esteem and everything else. I was like, it's the NBA. Like, grow up. Like, that's what I say about Magic. You guys are professionals. Like, grow up. Like, that's one. Magic said that. I agree completely with him when he said that.
Yeah.
But
it's part of the business. Like
from what I've heard, like this morning on what was I listening to? I think it was on Colin Cowherd. One of the reasons why he left was because he wanted to fire Luke Walton. Jeannie Buss didn't want to fire Luke Walton. He wanted to get rid of the whole coaching staff, not only Luke Walton, everybody, all the assistants and everything. And he wanted to fire what's his name? Rob Pelinka, the GM. He wanted to just clean house because Rob Pelinka wasn't his choice at GM. Which I kind of understand, Rob Pelinka. Like, you're a former agent, but it's like, I don't see where you really. I don't see.
Yeah, like
what did you really
what's your
do?
qualifications for this job?
Yeah, you're like he was very underqualified. For it.
Like,
but don't get me wrong. Like you can say James Jones is underqualified for the Phoenix job, which I think he's done a pretty good job at. Don't get me wrong. Like they need a point guard, but that's all they are away from being a playoff team. Like they just
not a playoff team. That's a little stretch.
What?
They won 18 games.
They don't have who's going to pass the ball.
All right, but if they get a point guard, say they get a John Morant in the draft, they're not going to the playoffs.
What? So
they're not. This guy is taking more. It's got to take more than that. They got to get some role players. They got to get some veterans on the team. They're not just going to jump to 18 wins to the playoffs in the Western Conference. You know LeBron's going, but he's not missing the playoffs 2 straight years. If he's there, if he's in the Laker land,
he better. I was LeBron. I want to trade. As soon as I would have heard Magic is out, oh yeah, you guys are dysfunctional. We're not getting a free agent. Trade please. That's exactly what how they be like, check please, trade.
If he's there, the Lakers are going to the playoffs. That's stamped.
Where do you think would be a good landing spot for LeBron?
If he
where? I'm thinking Philadelphia for me. That's where I thought from the beginning.
I think he should have went. Non-biased because I'm a Philly fan, but he was looking good. Embiid, you got your boy Simmons.
Can't shoot.
Yeah, but they boys, they homies, they worked out together.
Yeah,
you could at the time you could have probably picked the GM. I don't think what's his name. Elton Brand was hired at that point.
He's another underqualified guy. Don't get me wrong, he's done a real good job.
Yeah, he's done a good.
He's exceeded expectations, but he was underqualified for the job. He's underqualified for the job. Only reason why they gave him a job because he was a former Sixer. Like honestly, I thought Brett Brown should have kept the job. I thought Brett Brown should have been.
He probably didn't want it on the real.
I think so. Because honestly, when they hired Elton Brand, I was surprised that Brett Brown didn't just keep the job. Because I was like, really, like. What
you got power.
Yeah, who got fired for the who was the GM that drafted Markelle Fultz? I can't think of his name right now.
That nigga got fired for the
he deserved it.
For the tweets. Start with a C.
I can't.
Colangelo.
Yeah,
What's his first name though?
He deserved to get fired. Yeah, Ryan Colangelo. Yeah, that is his name, Ryan. He deserved to get fired. Not only for them tweets.
Some goofy shit.
He
got fired for some goofy shit.
Man, like what made you do this? That was some KD shit right there. You need to burner account.
Goofy shit.
Yeah, bro. But honestly, like he should have been fired for that Markelle Fultz picking up Markelle Fultz.
I don't even.
You thought he was?
The thing is,
did you think he was a number one pick?
He was consensus number 1 coming out on every draft board. So I'm not gonna question them for taking him because at the time he looked like a number 1 pick.
No.
But the thing is, you know what pissed me off was trading him to Orlando for what we got. We got a conditional first round pick that could turn into 2 second rounders, and we got Jonathan Simmons.
That's a bad trade. It can turn into 2 seconds. Who wants a second?
And I'm like.
The best.
You already gave Boston another first round pick.
Yeah.
You might as well, and we got no bench scoring. You might as well just kept the nigga.
Your best bench player is T.J. McConnell. He can't score.
Nah, probably Mike Scott.
Nah, T.J. McConnell.
Because Mike Scott can D up.
Yeah, but he can't.
But either way, we don't got a 6th man. Nah. Like you feel what I'm saying?
T.J. McConnell's the 6th man, and he's don't get me wrong. T.J. McConnell,
he's a good backup.
He's serviceable. Like that.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be your first man off the bench though. like he's like that's what if the Sixers if all the starters aren't hitting, the Sixers won't get out of the first round.
All right, first round.
Who?
All right.
Because don't get me wrong, Embiid,
If we play